We're gonna figure this out, y'all. We're gonna get some music coming in, and Antoinette is spinning the wax. She's carrying a whole lot of hats, and she got a whole lot of hats and a whole lot of shoes, and she wearing them pretty nicely. Okay, so let's talk about the roles. Peniel Johnson is here. The great Peniel Johnson. He been in church all his life. All his life, boy. He come out of the mama womb, and mama says, "Okay, you're now a church. You got to deal with it." And he had to be raised up in ministry, okay. And he had he hit brick walls like all of us did. I don't know what they were, but I bet you they were brick walls, okay. And he was able to get around those walls and climb more walls, all right. And now the Lord has got him in a place now, and the Lord has elevated him, all right. We're going to talk about this, okay. Now, before we talk about your role, Dr. Peniel Johnson, okay, let's talk about roles in the church.
Okay.
All right, the church house. And we mentioned, so let's start with deacon.
Okay.
Okay? Who want to take that? What is the role of the deacon in the church? Which one of y'all want to take that?
Not me.
Okay, well, I guess it's on you, Deacon Peniel Johnson.
Well, from my understanding, and I could be leaving out some things, but
Sure.
what I thought of a deacon is the person that's kind of like the caretaker physically of the church, the caretaker of finances, the caretaker of the business of the church. And some churches, deacons appoint pastors. Of course, deacons appoint other deacons, but they're the ones that handle the money. They're the ones that, like, if the fence needs to be put up, they do it, that type of thing. And almost kind of like a watch guard dog in the sense of the church and the pastor. That's my view of a deacon. It's kind of like, I don't know the proper name of it, but it's like, you know, the watch guards for the palace.
Sure.
With the big
Guardian.
fluffy hats.
Yeah.
They're kind of like the watch guards.
The century sort of.
Yes.
I don't know the name of it either.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Marines.
Yeah, the Buckingham Palace, those guys.
Exactly.
Kind of like the Marines, they're the first line of defense, that type of thing. First line of help, because a lot of times when people are in a benevolent situation, I've experienced that the deacons would take care of the business of that.
Yes.
So they're the ones directly that deal with issues, problems, celebrations of the people, and it's kind of like a buffer for the pastor.
That's good. You want to add on to that?
No.
Okay, but that's so true. And if you go to scripture,
He did very well.
he did great.
Yeah.
Now that depends on the denomination too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because but a Baptist denomination is a deacon may be different than the Coptic denomination.
Exactly. And I think
Okay.
I'm probably more familiar with the Baptist,
The Baptist,
than the Coptic.
absolutely, because in the Baptist, not all Baptists, because things are changing.
That's true.
But in the Baptist churches, many times it was the deacons who selected the pastor,
Okay.
who hired the pastor and fired the pastor. Okay, yeah, that was the role in many Baptist churches, even today.
Okay.
Okay, you don't mess with the deacons,
Okay.
because they are the power
They are the
structure
power.
of those
Power behind
churches.
the throne.
And the Church of God in Christ it may be different, maybe than in the Presbyterian church, it might be different as well.
Okay.
But he's right, okay, and they kind of take care of all the hands-on
Okay.
on things. And then in Scripture, you see where there were 7 men selected because the apostles were doing everything, and the Lord had them to select 7 men that was full of the Holy Ghost. And we call them deacons. The Scripture never called them that, but it appeared that their roles were like what Peniel Johnson just said.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what the deacons are.
I buy
All right?
that.
Yeah, I buy that too. But what's the biblical definition of a deacon's role? Elder T.T. Flowers says, in Scripture they served, Tamara, that's it. Brandon says deacons help free up the pastors and overseers so that the pastor or overseer can give themselves too much. There it is, Brandon. He's talking about the book of Acts when they selected these men. And fasting and ministry of the word. That's it. That's it. Brandon Williams, you got to get back on the show. Lady Michelle said some churches are threatened by your ministry and will not utilize you, so it's up to the individual to allow God to use them outside of the 4 walls.
Okay.
Ooh, man, she
Absolutely.
preaching
That's
today.
very- that's
She
very
preaching
true.
today. Okay, so that's the deacon. Let's talk about the Ushers Board.
Okay.
Who wanna handle that? Ushers.
I think Fidel needs to handle it, cause I mean.
Fidel doing a great job, man.
He's doing a great job.
Fidel, what do you think the ushers are doing, man? What's their role?
To do, some form of first part from what I've, seen as an observer and as being a musician in church. They're like the frontline defense of presentation of greeting
Mhm.
and presentation, also as people are exiting.
Very good.
To
Yeah.
express, love,
Mhm.
understanding,
Yes.
and there are the first line of people that discern, or
Ooh,
should discern.
yes, sir, yes,
For the
sir, yes, sir,
gatekeepers,
yes, sir,
absolutely.
yes, sir.
They should have a very strong design.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, you know, and I say that because of today's, society, in the Western civilization, as of late, few years, that, you know, people are coming into the church, killing people.
Mhm.
And, you know, and if this is like the first people that they see
Mhm.
in a normal church service,
Mhm.
and they're greeting them as they coming in, you know, you give them a healthy smile,
Mhm.
but your eyes have a healthy discernment at the same time.
Absolutely.
Yes, yes, sir.
And then as they're leaving, you know, even if when they're are presented to their, seat,
Mhm.
and then, you know, when